Here today with Noah Kent from Catalyst Holdings, co-founder of Catalyst Holdings, RevOps at Catalyst Holdings, who has seen over the last 2 months with Sendblue his response rate over double by implementing iMessage into his VSL funnel. Noah, thank you for joining me here today.
Thanks for having me, Sam.
Of course, tell us a little bit about Catalyst Holdings, what you guys do, who you serve, and we'll take it from there to talk about iMessage and how it integrates into your sales process.
Yeah, so Catalyst is a scaling partner for B2B service businesses. We test, optimize, and improve systems for marketing and sales within our own portfolio of companies. And once we know they work, we implement them at scale for the partners and clients that we work with.
Very cool, man. I know you and we get excited about the same thing, about the RevOps, about the systems part of this. What was your first reaction when you learned that you could now put iMessage into CRM and automate it?
Just holy shit. We had
That was
a
wild.
we had a media buying team on board that's worked with you guys in the past, and they mentioned that some of their larger accounts were using your service. And we were struggling with some, I guess, lead to booking rates. I felt like we could have done a bit better there. And so they fired us your way. And once we moved our automations over, everything started to turn up without any adjustment in spend. So, I mean, all wins for us.
Heck yeah. We'll overlay on the screen here the difference between your iMessage response rate and your SMS response rate. I believe over about 800 conversations, SMS response rate's about 20%, iMessage response rate's about 40%. Why do you think that is? What leads to that?
When you get a blue message, you're more likely to respond. We actually really like your group chat feature. That's what was the thing that sold us on working with you in the first place. I remember I hopped on with Isaac and I was just like, if you can automate group chat creation for us, we're good to go. Our old workflow was we would take a lead, confirm, triage, and then we'd add them in a WhatsApp group chat, three-way intro, setter, closer, prospect. And so for us to take that admin work out of the setter's workflow and be able to automate that in iMessage as opposed to WhatsApp was a huge win. So now we don't even have to do that. The setters just move them to a pipeline stage. It triggers the group chat creation. And then all the nurture is done in a three-way group chat, which is, I would say, part of the reason why those response rates are so much higher.
Very cool. You do that inside of Go High Level?
Yes, we do.
Very nice, very nice. VSL funnel we're running, I believe it's opt-in page, VSL page, typeform survey. If they qualify through there, then schedule page, confirmation page.
That's the flow.
And where specifically are we plugging in the iMessage right now outside of just that handoff? Is there anything else?
Yeah, I mean, it starts from the opt-in, right? Like we got nurture indoctrination all the way from that partial submit. So name, email, phone, they'll start receiving messages from us all the way through to when they book their appointment or really show up to their appointment for that matter.
And that lift, we know what the response rate lift was. Did you see a lift in booking rate from opt-in to booking?
We haven't, and I would just say mainly just because we've adjusted the funnel. Like we used to have an opt-in with a brick wall, and now we've gone opt-in on the VSL. So a little bit lower conversion rates on the forms, but generally higher quality.
All right, not Sendblue's fault.
Not Sendblue's fault.
Show up rates, you know what they were before Sendblue? Do you know what they are now?
They're slightly better. I think we were like in the 65%, so now we're pushing into the 75. So yeah, you could attribute that to you guys. It's been good. It's helped us a
Maybe.
lot.
I think like the numbers are good to look at. A lot of people watching this right now are really going to care about the numbers. But have you heard from like yourself, your team, anyone on the team, any salespeople? Do they feel different using the tool versus like operating in SMS world?
Yeah. Yeah. I think just like generally from the prospects, there's a lot less, okay, this is an automated response. Hey, stop messaging me AI kind of responses, and a lot more just like genuine conversations. Like even in those group chats, they don't really have to do anything. But when they do respond, there's no, oh, that's a person. And then I was talking to a computer or a chatbot before. So yeah, they have easier conversations, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I can see in your account the follow-ups, at least from some of the reps. Like you don't get to follow up that way on the green bubble. You don't get to like get the same level
Yeah.
of respect that you get on the green bubble. Very cool, man. Very cool. Tell us about your onboarding a little bit. I know it's been a couple months. What did that experience feel like? And then how is your relationship with Sendblue right now?
Yeah, I mean, we hopped on with your co-founder right there, and it was cool. We knew a lot of mutual connections. Seems like you guys have a kind of a similar path to us as far as who we knew on the way up. So yeah, really enjoyed the onboarding process, and literally within 24 hours from hopping on with your team, we had everything updated, all of our workflows on the CRM, and things were moving. So it was relatively painless and quick.
That easy. Now we got a couple other accounts with you, right?
Exactly. Yeah, we set up two more accounts, one of our portfolio companies and one of our larger clients, and they're getting rolling as well.
All right, love it. So, to someone who's sitting on the fence right now about getting their first account with us, they're a little skeptical about Sendblue and if this is going to work for them, what would you say?
Do it. I mean, you could talk about, your pricing being an issue, but it's at the end of the day, it's like spend a few extra dollars on response optimization. And if you're getting 2 times high responses, you're probably booking 2 times the number of appointments, right? So I'm sure you can get a couple more deals closed with that.
Yeah, a few extra responses. Our competitors are a lot cheaper than us, but we like to say we have partners instead of clients. Have you felt like a partner of ours in this relationship?
Yeah, I mean, the other thing that's been great about you guys is just having that channel. Like every time we have an issue, if there's an outage, I know before I have to bring it up with you guys. If there's ever any issues on our end, all I have to do is send it at channel message and we have a response within the hour. So you guys have been massively helpful there.
Incredible. Thank you so much, man. If you're watching this right now, you've got a coaching and consulting business, definitely check out Catalyst Holdings. Get in touch with Noah. How can people get in touch with you, brother?
You can just go to catalystholdings.io and opt in right there, and we'll be there to help.
Amen. Thank you so much, Noah.
Thank you, Sam.